Welcome back. Now that we've got the risk management plan as explained in the previous episode, it's time to name the risks. This means listing anything that could go wrong. For example, delays, shortages, conflicts, anything that might get in the way. This is done by asking the team, reviewing past projects, and thinking ahead. In projects, it's all about being proactive and seeing problems before they happen. What you end up with is a working list of risks, which is called Risk Register. Risk Register is a dynamic document you'll keep updating as the project moves forward. On your trip, it's like spotting the chance of lost luggage, tight connections, or a hotel that might be overlooked. Once risks are identified, we should perform risk analysis, and that brings us to the next step. Once we've identified the risks, we don't treat them all the same. Perform qualitative risk analysis helps us prioritize the risks. It looks at how likely each risk is and how big the impact could be. It's like realizing losing a passport is way more serious than forgetting sunscreen. Not every hiccup needs the same level of attention. The risk register gets updated with these priorities, so we know what to focus on first. Risks are categorized as high, medium, or low based on the probability and impact noted in the risk register. So our output here is the updated risk register. After we've sorted risks by probability and impact, it's time to measure them more objectively, and that brings us to the next step, which is perform quantitative risk analysis. Quantitative risk analysis is where you get more precise. Here we use numbers, data, simulations, or probability models to calculate the impact of risks on cost and schedule. It's like testing different travel disruptions. What if the flight's delayed by 8 hours? What's the cost of extra hotel nights or missed activities? You are not just listing risks, you are measuring how they hit your time and wallet. This leads to a more detailed output, the risk report, a document that helps your team make smarter data-driven decisions. Now that we know the impact, it's time to plan how we'll deal with those risks. And that brings us to plan risk responses. With risks identified and quantified, it's time to plan how to respond before they happen. This is where your risk response strategies come in. Do we avoid the risk, mitigate it, transfer it, or accept it? Each risk is matched with a response plan, and a risk owner is assigned to act if it becomes real. It's like booking refundable flights, or packing a spare charger, or considering a buffer day in a case of airline strikes. They are proactive moves that reduce the impact of surprises. The output? A solid risk response plan that tells the team exactly how to handle each risk. By assigning risk response strategies and risk owners, you shift your plan from reactive to ready. Now we shift to external resources, and that is plan procurement management. Plan procurement management is about figuring out what we'll need to buy from outside the company, whether it's tools or services, and how we'll go about getting them. The result is your procurement management plan, defining what needs to be bought, from whom, when, and under what terms. In other words, it outlines how and when you'll engage vendors or external resources. Think of it like booking trusted travel vendors in advance. You set expectations, confirm details, and avoid last-minute stress. With a clear procurement management plan in place, your external resources show up aligned and reliable. And finally, plan stakeholder engagement. Stakeholders are the people who influence or are affected by the project. In this step, we create a strategy to keep them informed, involved, and hopefully supportive throughout the project. Think of traveling with a group of friends. Some want updates every hour, others just want to know where dinner is. Tailoring your communication makes everyone happier. You walk away with a clear stakeholder engagement plan to guide those interactions. And just like that, you've completed the entire PMP planning process group. Across all 4 parts of this series, you've built a complete project roadmap, from defining scope to estimating costs to preparing for risks, coordinating with vendors, and aligning your stakeholders. At this point, your project isn't just a plan, it's a fully developed strategic blueprint ready to be executed with confidence. Planning may not always be flashy, but it's the engine behind every successful outcome. If you're ready to bring this level of planning into your own work, visit cltsolutions.ca, scan the QR code, or email us at info@cltsolutions.ca.